Good morning everyone. In this lecture we are going to learn about introduction to pseudocode algorithm and flowchart, and also a brief introduction towards programming languages and its classification. These are the contents. Firstly, pseudocode. Pseudocode is nothing but rough set of instructions like English statements. What does it mean is the English which we oftenly speak in our day-to-day life, we are writing the same way as pseudocode for a problem solving in this pseudocode part. And this pseudocode is used to make us to develop algorithms, and it is very easy to understand. This is an example for pseudocode. Here if you see, write a pseudocode for printing pass or fail based on average of 4 marks. Average of 4 marks. For this, first we must need 4 marks. That is what in step 1. Input a set of 4 marks. Then calculate their average by summing and dividing by 4. This is nothing but the average is nothing but sum of observations by number of observations. That formula we have written in English here. And if average is below 50, print fail, else print pass. Nothing but if any candidate's average is less than 50, then obviously you will fail, otherwise you will pass. This is what this pseudocode is telling us. Now coming to algorithm part. An algorithm is a step-by-step process to solve a particular problem in a computer, and this can be implemented in more than one programming language. Means simply algorithm is step-by-step process to solve a problem in a computer. Means not directly how computer solves, the procedure is explained by this algorithms concept, and it can be implemented in any programming languages like C, Python, Java, C++, any language. And these 5 are the characteristics of algorithm: input specified, output specified, definiteness, effectiveness, and finiteness. Input specified, there can be 0 or more inputs. Coming to output specified, output at least there must be one output, one or more outputs, but one must be, because we are designing algorithm or writing code as we are expecting something to be printed. Nothing but that comes under output. Next, definiteness is nothing but exactness of the algorithm. Effectiveness is nothing but reusability. And lastly, finiteness is nothing but finite number of lines. Let us see examples for algorithm. It is very important concept, and in depth we will discuss in design analysis and algorithm subject, but here only basics we are going to learn. Yeah. And one more main important thing is performance of algorithm is mostly based on time complexity and space complexity. And here write a algorithm for sum of two numbers. In every algorithm there must be start and end, start stop. In middle, for sum of two numbers we must need two numbers. That's the reason we are reading two numbers as num1 comma num2. And the sum is stored in variable s, and we are printing it. That's all. And after that we are stopping the algorithm. And this is another example. Algorithm for even numbers between 0 to 100. Initially we are starting here, and we are initializing a value as 0, and we are printing it since 0 is also a even number. Next, we are incrementing a value by 2 and storing in a itself. Since a value is 0, 0 plus 2 is nothing but 2. Now a value is 2. 2 is less than 100, yes. Then go to step 3. We are printing 2. Like that we will do it repeatedly. And now for suppose when a value becomes 96, we are printing it 96 plus 2, 98. 98 less than 100, so 98 we are printing. Again increment by 2. Then it comes to 100. 100 less than 100, condition is false. So here itself we will end our algorithm. And now we are going to see about flowcharts. Yeah, coming to flowcharts. Flowcharts are nothing but the pictorial representation of an algorithm, and these are the symbols we use in flowcharts. First, we will discuss one by one. First one is oval shape. Oval shape is used for starting or ending representation of a program. And this parallelogram is used for input, and rectangle the process or the procedure what actually we want to implement in the program. Next, this the rhombus or diamond shape is used for decision making, and this hybrid symbol is used for output specification, and those circles are nothing but used as connectors. Next, these four arrows are called as flow lines, which are used to represent direction or order for execution of the particular program in form of pictorial representation, that is nothing but flow chart. Now let us see the example of it. Yeah, for average of three numbers here we have mentioned the algorithm and flow chart. Algorithm as previously we explained, similarly it is. Now if you see the flow chart, first start and stop, those both are represented in oval shape. And since we need to do for three numbers, first actually we need to read them, nothing but input. So in parallelogram we have given n1 n2 n3 as read, and next we are summing and dividing by 3, nothing but we are storing the average in average variable itself. Now after that we are trying to specify the output, nothing but printing. Yeah, one more thing is output can be represented using hybrid symbol, or in some we also represent using parallelograms, and then we will stop it. Now this is the end of flowchart. Next we are going to see about programming languages and its classification. Now coming to programming languages, those are used to develop software which indicates computers to perform a specific task or solving a problem. It is nothing but as we have learnt algorithms, based on the algorithms we can do coding part, nothing but programming language in C, Python, Java, etc. But before starting of the main coding languages, you need to know the classification of them firstly. And initially classification of programming languages is low level language and high level language. And again low level language is classified into two types: machine language and assembly language. Machine language itself, we from our childhood we are learning that it is zeros and ones which the computer understands, nothing but binary code. That is what machine language is. And coming to assembly language converts the assembly language into machinery language, that is nothing but source code to object code. And next, high level language is classified into two types: procedure oriented and object oriented. In procedure oriented we will come step by step in form of a sequence, that is what example like COBOL, Pascal, C. And coming to object oriented programming languages, nothing but OOPS concept, where we use classes, objects, inheritance, those all concepts are used. And those programming languages examples are C++, Python and Java. And in next lecture we are going to learn about introduction and basic structure of C language. Thank you.